Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited with a new background and lighten things up. Spring's hopefully here. It's been really cold this week, but today it was in the 60s. It's climbing into the 80s in a couple days, so hopefully it's here to stay and warmer weather. I'm so excited. And I am in love with this color palette as far as the budget stickers. I hope it comes across on the camera as good as it does here on my desk, so that's exciting. Paycheck 1 is over. It's already done. I only had 4 days in Paycheck 1, but I had a lot of transaction that happened in the first 4 days. That first week of any month is always a lot of transactions happening. So yeah, that is what we have here. And we're going to close out Paycheck 1. We're going to set up Paycheck 2. I did make a note to myself because the water didn't come out because the week was too short to happen in Paycheck 1. I've already mailed the check. I'm just waiting for them to cash it in the process. So once it hits the bank account, it will definitely be in Paycheck 2. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm excited to have you here. I have had a handful of new subscribers. We have reached over 400 subscribers to this channel. I'm super excited. When we reach 500, I know I'm going to do a giveaway, and I'm excited for that. So hopefully we can grow this channel and find other like-minded people that would like to learn and know more about budgeting. So I like doing paycheck budgeting. I mean, it's the best way to take cash on hand, the paycheck that you receive, and assign an assignment to every dollar. So you know where it's going, you know what it's doing, and you don't have to think about any things. You don't have any lingering thoughts of, oh, do I have enough for this or do I have enough for that? You know. I mean, there's just no way you don't know because you've seen the numbers, you've seen where they've gone, and you know it's there. And all you gotta do is a quick little math and go, okay, I'll subtract this out. Yeah, I'm still comfortable spending that because it fits in with what I have budgeted. So that is why I love paycheck to paycheck budgeting. A few changes here. Like I said, the water didn't come out in Paycheck 1, so that's going to Paycheck 2. We're going to focus on Paycheck 1 and closing it out. I need to put down my numbers on what was actually spent for grocery household, which is the only category that really got anything spent on the first 4 days. And that number is $124.52, and that was part of my weekly check-in, which was short and sweet. And then I showed you the bills I paid and then the total I had to pay on the credit card with my weekly check-in. I love doing it that way. It works so well. So the rest of these I can just mark 0 all the way down. And what happens with the money I budgeted here is it actually goes into Paycheck 2, and I can use it for Paycheck 2. I just divide what I think for the entire month is into 5 weeks, and I do a 5-week budget every month. Even if it's just a couple days in the beginning of the month or the end of the month, it doesn't matter. I still count it as a week and then budget from there and start fresh every first of every month. So I am putting 0 from budgeted here, even though I did have them budgeting, but my husband and I decided to buy all the things we wanted from Lowe's, put it on the credit card, and then kind of plan out after the fact. Because I pay our credit card off every week, we can let that sit for a little bit and then make a plan of how much we want to, or how we want to pay it off. It will get paid off probably this month or next month, not sure which, but we'll have to wait and see. And I don't want to include it in these numbers because I'm not actually paying it. So these are for the actuals. What is still left in the unbudgeted category will be paid. It just will be paid later, so that'll be fine. HelloFresh, I did have an additional $12.98 of a purchase I made there, in addition to our regular $69.93. Now this is not the discounted price anymore. If you've been following along, I do have a link in the description for HelloFresh. Yeah, $69.93 is the regular price for 2 boxes 3 times a week. So that's what plan I get. And I added something, some of the meals I added had extra charges, so that's what that charges. And then on the Paycheck 1, my husband on Wednesday the 3rd, was it? I think it was the 3rd. my husband went to the chiropractor instead of on Friday because he had a doctor's appointment on Friday. So $25 went to paycheck 1, and then mine will go to paycheck 2. And it was just divided up that way. And that's okay. So what I need to do is total up these numbers, come up with an actual. This is what the estimate was as far as what the balance forward would be left over, but we're going to see what the actual is. And I normally have stickers here to put a little box, and I might find some of those in just a second. So let's see what number we have now. I'm going to total this column up and I'll be back. Okay, so we spent actually $162.50, which is excellent. So that left a lot of money rolling over to the next paycheck period, mainly because I didn't spend it in any of the other categories. Let me see if I can find my sticker. Hold on. Okay, so I love Sara Marie stickers. These are her stickers, and she is also on Etsy, so if you look up Sara Marie stickers, I have a link for her and a discount, 15% off if you want to use that for your stickers. I just adore her. She has a YouTube channel as well if you're looking for something like that. I think I'm trying to find 3 of the same box. Well, I have 3 of these, so I think I'm going to use these 3 because I'm not seeing another color that I would want to use. Yeah, so I'm going to use these 3 right here for each of the paycheck periods to see what write down what rolls over to the next paycheck period. There we go. Oh, that was stuck together. There we go. So I hadn't thought about this earlier, but that's okay. It's not an exact match in color because it was from another kit, but it's close enough for me that I'm happy with it. It's more pink than peach, but that's okay. So here we go. We're going to take these numbers. I'm going to take the income, and I'm going to do the income really quick because it's slightly different because I had to borrow money from this income to pay for the expenses at the end of the month, the last of April. So it's going to be different than what this number is. It's going to be lower than this number, but that's okay. Okay, so the new number is $4,780.90. There we go. Okay, so now that I have that number, I can start subtracting these numbers. So I'm going to take out the fixed expenses. I did change what the fixed expenses were from the last time I did the video to adjust for not having the $50.21 come out just yet. In the last video, for some reason, I forgot Paramount Plus. So I added that back in. So everything should be covered now. Minus $3,928.19 and minus $162.50. All right, so I am balancing forward $690.21. That's a lot better than, let's see, the 300 and, oh, I can't get this, 27.71, but that's just because I didn't spend in all these categories, which is a good thing. All right, I'm just going to write balance forward here. You can call it rollover, balance forward, leftover, you know, it's totally up to you. Now I'm going to put one of these down here before I get started here. I forgot to write everything in, but that's okay. And then I want to put this one here. So I'm going to go off camera and write everything in here as far as the titles, and then I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So I have my notes over here and I've gotten all the titles written down. I'll put this off to the side. It told me how much the water was going to be. So we're balancing forward the amount down here that was sitting in the checking account before the deposit happened. So that was $690.21. Oops, there we go. And then my husband's salary, I gotta double look at, forget the number all the time. $2,552.36 is what came in. What came in for Paycheck 2, and which is this Friday, the 5th of May. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I'm gonna put 0 here in case something comes in. I'm still waiting for state tax returns. I'm gonna have to call my accountant and find out what's going on. Let's see, Roth IRA. So I contribute to a Roth IRA at the beginning of every year. I save for it in 1 year and then front load putting all the money into the account at the beginning of a new year. So I don't have, I can't put any more into my Roth this year, but I am saving up for next year. And every paycheck I put into savings $171. The next thing I have is the other half of that Odell. Now, normally my husband would have had that $25 charge over here, but like I said, he went early, so I did mine today, which is $45. It was more convenient for me today. And then we tithe the salary, which was $256 to our church. And then HP Instant Ink is $6.35 for printing at home. HelloFresh is $69.93. That is our standard amount. I'm making sure I have the right numbers over here. And then another Dr. Odell, because this is a 2-week paycheck period, so there's 2 Fridays in it. And we typically go every Friday because my husband doesn't work on Fridays. When he went on Wednesday, he went after working hours. So there we go. $70 for the both of us. And then electric, the actual, I already know the actual, so this is already fixed for me, is $169.05. That's heat, air, all of it's electric. There we go. And then AT&T is our 4 cell phones, and then 2 of those cell phones are on a payment plan, $261.90. Is that right? Oops, 90. And then life insurance is $87.56. Then I still have this water that I need to, and this is the actual because I already wrote the check. It's $50.21. And if I forgot anything, I can add it here, but I'm just going to leave that like that. Now, grocery household. So what I have to do is get the new numbers. And I have to go here. Whew, this is going to be interesting. So every week is $220. This is week 1. This is my last weekly check-in. So I need to budget for week 2 and week 3. So for these categories, and this isn't even all of them. I have to go look up the other ones too. So give me a second on that one. But grocery household in week 2 for just week 2 is $315. There we go, 48. And then I'm going to add $220 because that's what I gave myself every week for all 5 weeks. $220. And then I roll over whatever I don't spend. It'd be like having a cash envelope, and whatever money was left over, you just leave it in the envelope and you can use it for future weeks. So that plus this, I have $535.48. So that gives me the budget amount for 2 weeks. If I divide it by 2 weeks, that's $267. So hopefully that's enough for 4 adults. We'll see. We may need to be a little more, a little less. I'm not sure. Part of the grocery is this HelloFresh, which surprised me. I think I have 2 of these, don't I? I do. And there's a couple more things I need to write. Good thing I haven't totaled things up yet. Let me come back to my Paycheck 2 and write down another HelloFresh, because that comes out every Thursday on my credit card. The charge is due $69.93. And when I put this notebook together, I didn't have HelloFresh, so I wasn't thinking clearly when I set this up. All right, so I'm gonna have to pull this up. Thankfully, Sara Marie Stickers uses removable stickers, and Erin, it worked really good with Erin Condren products, so it just comes right up, and then I can lay it back down. That's the electric. What was... Oh, that was Geico. I got confused. There we go. Okay, so this is Geico. Let me put them in the right title. And then this is going to be electric. And that was $165.90. So they were very close in price. That's why I thought it was the other one. And then I have Discovery Plus. And that's going to be $6.99. Whew. All right, so now I need to move this because it's going to be in the way, which is fine. It'll come up easy. All right, let's put this down. And I cannot lay down a sticker without tweezers to save my life. Whew. There we go. Alrighty, so I will move this over here. And there we go, fix that problem. Okay, now let's move back to this budget over here. All right, restaurants, we are going to need how much? I have $240 already for week 2. Week 3 is another $120, and that's going to be $360 for the 2-week period. I think I added a little bit more just because it's Mother's Day week and coming up, and my mother's coming into town and things like that. So we'll be going out to eat a little bit more. Miscellaneous, I put $100 a week. Plus the $200 that's already there. That's $300. I really didn't need a calculator for that. That's so funny. All right, there's $300. And then gas. I think I gave myself a little extra for that, and that's not listed here, so let me grab those numbers. All right, so gasoline, I'm going to put $210 here because we're going to be driving just a little bit so I can see my mother. And then copay is going to now be $45. We'll have prescriptions and a couple appointments this month. I probably should have increased this a little bit more, so I might be short, but I might increase it later. I'm not sure. And then budget is always 0, and then I can put the actuals here. Whew, now all the numbers are here. Now all the numbers are here. I'll zoom in just a little bit more. There we go. And we'll total this up and make sure we have enough income to cover all the expenses that we're expecting to go out and budgeted for spending for this paycheck period, which is 2 weeks long. So here I have the $690.21 plus the $2,552.36, and that gives us a nice $3,242.57. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and total this up and for our fixed expenses, and I'll be right back. All right, I have $1,429.82 here for fixed expenses, and then let's total what I have for budgeted the spending categories. All right, over here I have $1,450.48. There we go. And if I take all of these numbers and total them together, subtracting this from the income, we'll know how much is available at the end of the paycheck 2, so we can balance forward to paycheck 3, or if we need the extra spending room here, then we know we have money to come draw from, which is like the buffer of the checking account. It's the buffer of the checking account until it's time to balance it forward to another paycheck period. So it has a couple of jobs sitting in the bank account. All right, let's go ahead and total this up. So $3,242.57 minus the $1,429.82 and minus the $1,450.48. There we go. And I am showing $362.27. And that is what my notes have. So I did my math correct. I am so happy. Alrighty. So yeah, that should be enough if we need to take care of things for paycheck 2. What is budgeted, what is already planned, that we know are definitely going to come out because they're auto drafted. all of that's taken care of, and I still have $362 to work with if I wanted to, say, buy my mom a special gift because it's Mother's Day during this week, or we want an extra eating out, or we want to do a little something for somebody else. I know I still gotta go shopping for Mother's Day cards so I can hand them to my mother-in-law and my mom, and I need to mail one to my sister. So I have a lot of things I gotta get done. So hopefully I can get it done. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. This is Paycheck 2 setup and Paycheck 1 closeout. I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.